Tuesdays and Thursdays edition of hashtag 20 Chasing 24 Challenge, where we continuously discover more participants in this challenge, to talk to them, to understand where they come from, their intentions in these, and to continue to interact and to learn more from them, and also to continue to spread the awareness of the significance of participating in a variety of activities that has to do with fitness and, of course, taking care of one's life, because exercising itself, it's amazing. It is one, of course, of the most challenging things to do, but at the same time, the most rewarding thing to do. We have a guest already lined up today, because we do that every Tuesday and Thursday, where we have a guest lined up to chat to us, to let us know who they really are, what is happening, what led them to do this challenge. So we're excited to chat, of course, to Mr. Mofokeng, who is here to chat to us. Mr. Mofokeng, it is an amazing pleasure to have you on our show this evening. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, and good evening to all the listeners of the FM.
It is such a great pleasure to have you on our show. We are indeed excited to have you. And now, before we could talk a lot more, who is Mr. Mofokeng? Give us a bit of a background of who you really are.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting me today. Shortly, what I can say is my name is Mofokeng Martha David. I am a small, young gentleman who is in position of electrical engineering. So I am the engineering student, also the person who's passionate about sports, because I'm also the coach of in sports, and I'm also the participant in sports. So I am from Free State, Bushokon, Bethlehem, because most of people know it as Bethlehem. So it is an honor for me to talk about myself like today on the radio.
And equally so, it is an honor for us to chat and learn more about you. Now, on the picture that we have on our poster about you, so you, of course, are holding on to 3 boxing belts. Can you tell us maybe what happened to those belts? How did they come about for you to have them like that? What happened?
Thank you so much again. About those belts that I took picture with, those belts were the encouragement for a boxing tournament that I was hosting on Saturday, on the 25th of November.
Okay.
I was having a tournament here in Free State, Bushokon, Bethlehem. It was hosted by us as Ellington, the Boxing Development Academy. So those belts that you did saw on the picture are the belts of a champion called Bogiwe Nonina. She was a special guest in our tournament, so that she can encourage the youngsters that we are training to become like her someday. We were just showing them and encouraging them that boxing is not about an amateur thing only. If you turn pro, you can succeed and own your own thing.
In your journey in sports, you've had exciting stops and opened up to exciting challenges, and cricket being part of those until it shaped you to be what you are today.
Pardon?
I'm saying, talk to us about your experience and your journey when you were a cricket player.
Okay. While I was a cricket player, I just took it as a playing thing. I never realized that it will be my passion to join it. I just joined because as a student, but as soon as I started training, that's when I realized that sports helps a lot. So I joined it while I was in primary school. But it's a pity that when I go to high school, I got a challenge that the training facility for cricket was far from the place where I stay, so I couldn't go further with the cricket. That's the unfortunate part of it.
I wish you could have had an opportunity to expand your love for the sport and see how far it could have taken you. Now, talk to us about the quote that you always talk about, saying, take care of your body so that you will take care of your age. What inspired that? Of course, can you explain the basis of that statement?
Okay. That statement, as soon as I heard it, it became an inspiration to me because if you can check most of the people who are doing the exercises, who are in sports actually, if you can check their age, it's much more. But if you can check their bodies still fresh. Even youngsters can't even believe the age of those people who are in sports. So that's what encouraged me a lot to join sports because I love it. If you train and flexible your muscles and stuff, you will find out that even walking, you won't get challenges about walking. But if you don't exercise at all, you can't just walk even 1 kilometer because you will feel some cramps and all that thing. So if you exercise, the exercise helps you to grow even more. So age won't matter as you grow older, but keep on exercising. Because if you can check the likes of Connie Ferguson, for starters, for the females, the age and the body that you see, they are total different things. So that's why I'm encouraged to join sports and do it so that I might be old, but the body will still take me anywhere, wherever I want to go. That's why I say if you take care of your body, it will take care of your age.
Let's talk about hashtag Tendi Chasing 24 challenge. When did you encounter this challenge?
Hashtag the challenge. I encountered it when it was the 23 challenge. I was joining the Shadow Road Runners in their training session and in some of the challenges. So that's when I discovered about Tendi Chasing 23 challenge. So I joined it, but without passion by that time.
Okay.
But as time goes by, training with them, training, and see different challenges about sports. It's when that I challenge myself that, okay, this challenge of hashtag Tendi Chasing, it comes with multiple sport challenges. So I told myself that I will try most of them. So that's when I felt like, okay, 23 challenge was a little bit challenging. But now I put myself with this hashtag 24 challenge that I'm going to do all the best and all the exercises as much as possible. So I even met with the founder of it, Tendani Funyoko. So as soon as we exchanged with, that's when I saw, yeah, this is what I want to do.
What are some of the challenges that you have taken or the challenges that you have done ever since it was launched? I'm sure shadow boxing must be on the cards as one of those.
Yes, shadow boxing was part of it, but I won't say it was part of the challenging thing because I was already in boxing by the time I joined the 23 challenge of hashtag TVJC.
Okay.
So most of the things that I encountered as a challenge is by running for a long distance, like 23 kilometers. It wasn't easy, but running 23 minutes, that was easy. Even if you are used to do 10 push-ups. So by doing 23, when you start doing 23, it was a challenge. But as time goes by, the muscles are flexible enough, then you get down, you get going. There's nothing that will challenge you if you challenge it.
So very nice. Now, the message that you can send to others when it comes to participating in sports, you've said so many lovely things about your experience in sports, what it really does. But of course, a message to those that are listening to us that probably might be reluctant to take up challenges or maybe just to be active in general. What is it that you can say?
What I can say to those who have been free or who have been joined like hashtag daily challenge, I say to them they must challenge themselves with such a challenge that we are chasing. So if they can start now, they can reach wherever they want to reach. Because if you don't start now, keep on postponing, you will never start. Because there are those people who want to exercise, but they will say, I will start tomorrow. Then tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. So if you can't start now, you will never start. And if you can't beat them, I just say, join them. Yes, you are already in the challenge. So they will see that they can't beat us who are chasing. They better start now.
So very lovely. And now let's talk about what is happening with this challenge in your province. Now, share with us, of course, who is on the leaderboard in the province. How are you doing? Of course, when you look into the leaderboard in the province so far. Before we could, ultimately, of course, you can also share with us how you're doing as a province when you compare with others in the whole country.
What I've seen is that in Free State, there are those people who are having more time to themselves that they go for this challenge. So for myself, I'm mostly at work and I knock off late. But I make sure even if when I knock off late or this load changing thing affects me, I always try to do the challenge like indoors. So most of the people that I've noticed, they got more time to themselves with people who are not in Free State. But in Free State, most of the road runners are the ones who participate more because they exercise daily. They are on the road daily.
Who is leading in Free State at the moment?
At the moment in Free State, the person that I've seen on top of the leaderboard is Ntate Pata because he's always walking from work, from home to work, and from work to home.
Okay.
So I've seen he's the one leading.
Oh, so very much lovely to have it, of course, like that. And I'm sure you will continue to challenge yourself. It was such a great pleasure to chat to you, to learn more about you, and also the code that you have shared with us, which you are continuing to share, or which you will continue to share with others as well. That if you take care of your body will definitely take care of your age. So that's how we'll remember you and remember this conversation. But we wish you nothing but the best going forward in the challenge and in every sporting activity that you're going to do in future.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting me today and allowing me to share my experience.
Thank you. Welcome. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much. You too enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's our, of course, conversation with Mr. Mofokeng Matsa, who is from Free State, who is been a boxer. He's been inspiring a lot of boxers. He's at a tournament last weekend as we've had. He's participated in hashtag Chasing 24 challenge. He was introduced to the challenge last year. He said, of course, he wasn't as active as he would have loved to last year, but he did his best to push to the limits. And this year he's into it. He's continuing to interact with that. And what an amazing journey he is having. We're closing